Welcome guys, Christmas Day for you all. Currently stood in the Canary Islands, so we're over here having a go. I like a hammerhead shark, that is my main target, but I think we're going to get into a few rays hopefully today. Seen a lot of activity as we first been here. We're going to fish the flooding tide. We wanted to get the low water really, but due to the supermarkets and stuff, we were unable to do it. So we've got a load of fresh horse mackerel scad. And we're going to bind these on to our rigs right about now. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is basically tail it. They're nice, aren't they? Tough. Okay, tough. So, got the rigs already set up. A lot of guys would use different T1200s and stuff like that. We've got the Achios Nanotech Travel Beach Cast Edit, 85 to 170 gram. And yeah, something what you can put in your hold all. I mean, when we went to Tenerife this year, we had common and eagle rays over there to not massive, just over 20 £, and they handled it with ease. So we're hoping they can handle this. But yeah, come for the big stuff. You got the chance for the big stuff anyway. Biggest fish I've seen so far was yesterday, around 150 £, stingray. And let's get that in there like that. You have to bait your last, don't you? I'm not mucking around here. Got quite a bit, so I'm going to bulk up the baits a little bit, and away we go. Away we go. Fishing wire on a pulley rig, 150 £, rig body, and yeah, but I've got that little clip so I can use the imp with it. Some of you have seen it. What I'm going to do while Gav's baiting that up, so I'm going to get half just to put it around the wire. Just cut that in half there, bulk up the bait a little bit as well, get a little bit of scent in there. Job's a good one. Job's a good one. See if we can get one out. Whee! There we go then. So, what I'm intending to do there now is just covering the side there, like so. Bait elastic around. Lovely jubbly. Just trying to hide this wire for a nice big bulky bait. Let's see if we can get something over 50 £, here today. Got a chance of monsters. Bulk it up. To be honest, I'm going to take that head off. Getting away with casting. Not massive baits, but big enough. I mean, that sort of bait, sort of something we would normally use back home for targeting tope and stuff. Gav's all ready to rock and roll. I'm just going to trim the head down a little bit, like so, and away we go. Let's clip this down. We haven't bought baiting towels. Where do you reckon cast from? Rock. I'm going to bring that down through there like that. Over the top. There you go. That's all we need, I reckon, Matt, isn't it? Game on. Right, I'm going to get these ones out and see if we can get into a few fish. Okay then guys, first one's out. Rods are set, see if we can get anything out. It's try to walk along the rocks to the left. There's not a lot of room to cast, so you've got people around you, so you can't go like wild casting. But we've both managed to get a bait out about, I don't know, 80 to 90 yards. Ratchets are set. So we're fishing like a little promenade bot part, and it gives off onto clean sand. Now a lot of the main drop-off areas and stuff are on the main beaches and stuff, which are not allowed to fish in the daytimes when you've got obviously tourists and that around you. So we've come to do a bit of daytime fishing, and this is where we've chose to go. A little bit of help with a few friends what's been over before, and to be honest, I've been quite enjoying the holiday fishing. It's been nice this year. Had a bite then straight away. So I'm using a BG40, okay, 25-pound mainline, same as Gav. It's got the Sotis 30, but black and blue there. Pads, it's the only thing you can note for. I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting if we get monsters, because they're only light travel rods. They're not something which you put in bazooka tubes and necessarily bring over normally. But obviously, coming around away with the family and stuff, you can't always get away with putting bazooka tubes and that in it. You know what I mean? You've got a bit of a respect for other people around you and that. But yeah, we've got a taxi here today. It's cost around, I reckon it cost us about 50 quid each. The taxi was 50 euros. By the time you do your bait and that, it's 20 euros, about 70 euros to get here, and including bait, and then 50 euros to get back. So it's probably about 50 or 60 quid each. How often you're gonna do it and get to do this sort of thing? You know what I mean? Especially when you come away, and they're little dumpy ones. I managed to get a suitcase to fit them in. So hopefully we can get someone out. Okay, folks. So it gets quicker and quicker every year, and I mean every year. As you get older, time seems to go faster, and the European Open is one of those events what I look forward to doing every single year. Obviously, for the past God knows how many years now, we've been the main media coverage of the event, and before that we used to fish it every year. But for me personally, it's an event what seems everybody come back together once a year. It's like reuniting one big family in my eyes, because the atmosphere in the room for the events hall and that is always electrifying. I mean, everybody on the first night, for the Thursday night, everybody is absolutely buzzing for the weekend. A lot of people obviously haven't seen each other for best part of 12 months and stuff, and it's a good chance to get together and tell them the fishing stories and have a few beers or a bite to eat. You know what I mean? And it's something for all. You can take your missus to it. You can go and take your family to it. You can go and have a boys' night out with it. It caters for all, and I think personally, the event organisers do a fantastic job and they do better and better each year. And it's a joy to see. It really is. I mean, the events hall, especially on the main events and now, it's just, I can't describe it really. It's just a weekend I wouldn't personally want to miss, and I'm pretty much sure the ones that took part in it before don't want to miss. And I get messages come through throughout the year and stuff asking about information on the event and stuff. And it sees a lot of new anglers take part in the event every year. It's a very fair event. It's seen overseas winners and stuff like that. I mean, since San Amir have took over sort of like the main venue of the event, in my eyes, it's a bonus for the event. I mean, it's a long area of venues to fish. You can fish from Bridlington all the way down to Spurn Point, and with it being at the Meccas camp where it was before, it saw a lot of anglers having to travel all the way back up, and sometimes it's a long journey where San Amir is based centre of the coastline really, and you can travel down, you can travel up, you can fish wherever you want really, and it's just an ideal venue. There's loads of room for parking, there's loads of room for accommodation. There's personally, if I had a recommendation where to stay, San Amir all the way. I mean, you haven't got to worry about having a drink and you can have a couple of drinks and relax. You haven't got to drive. You can walk over to the clubhouse and walk back to the caravan and stuff. It's just a nice place to go. I mean, there's food on there and that, but a lot of people don't tend to stay there because they're fishing other places. So if you're planning on fishing down that, there's a lot of B&Bs around as well. Or if you're fishing the northern beaches up towards Bridlington, there's lots of B&Bs and hotels and that, and places to stay as well. So it caters for everyone really, you know what I mean? And it sees a lot of different people doing lots of different things just to cater their fishing for the couple of days. But it's a magical event. It's a very fair event in my eyes. I mean, it's not always local anglers that win it. Obviously, local anglers always have the upper hand, fishing the areas or know where the fish are. But because it's that one single big fish, it can come from anywhere. and it's seen a lot of overseas winners over the years and bits and pieces like that. You know what I mean? Overall winners. I saw one the other year from Ireland, Troy, and it's seen visiting anglers win second and third place years and first place years, and it's just it's something which I think you'll never find again. It's something about that event, and me personally, what makes that event is the question. Hard work from the organisers, and more than anything, number one, the anglers. I mean, the anglers what are by far who make that event. As I said, the atmosphere in the hall and stuff is just electrifying, and just to walk around and see everybody year after year. For me personally, after the last few years of obviously hosting the media coverage sort of side of it, it enables us to talk to a lot of people, meet a lot of people, and it's the same old faces year after year now. And I get messages, can't wait for next year already, you know what I mean? And people are buzzing about it already. A lot of people get it from their wives for Christmas as a Christmas present and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's an ideal thing, really. But for those of you fishing the first time, is what to look for and what to enjoy about the event. And a week's worth of fishing. I mean, for those of you who have never fished it before, I do recommend coming up like earlier in the week if you can. Get used to fishing a couple of different venues and that. Find out where you want to fish. I mean, speak to a lot of the locals, tackle shops and stuff. They're very helpful and will give you the information to show you where the fish are and stuff. You can get your bait ordered and bits and pieces like that. I would recommend doing that for the first year. We're obviously up there for the week and stuff like that. We're always on the messages and willing to help people out and stuff like that as well. And the Thursday night is not to be missed. It's, in my eyes, it's probably the best night there. There's no awards and stuff, but the atmosphere in the hall is electrifying. I mean, it is. It's everybody's buzzing, having a bite to eat, a few beers. You know what I mean? Up to a couple of sore heads in the morning, and then the Friday morning is probably the third day of the event now, and it's turned into a 3-day event due to the Flatty Bash. I mean, George Smith's done a fantastic job with that Flatty Bash, and it's very well run. They've got a cafe there as well for you. I mean, a lot of people tend to go down there and just have a go and see how the beaches are fishing for cod. Some people take it a lot more seriously and start targeting the flatties and stuff like that. But yeah, people do different things with that event. Some people just turn up to have a little bit of joy in that. Other people who are into their mats fishing take it very seriously, and it's always good beach to see a lot of flatties out. So if you're into flatty fishing, I'd definitely highly recommend that. It's cheap as chips as well, and something to take part for, and the warm up to the main event. And yeah, Saturday and Sunday are the main event. So the Friday night you would see more than anything the awards for the Flatty Bash. They normally do raffles and quizzes and stuff, and then Saturday you get up early morning for the main event. So it normally takes part throughout the day. You head back to the weigh-in station, and whatever you've caught, you weigh in to the rules of the event. And then in the evening, go home and get yourself changed and over to have a bite to eat and stuff, and then ready for the evening awards. Lots of prizes to be won by lots of major tackle companies and stuff. And yeah, it's always the Saturday night is always a very good night to do. Sunday exactly the same. You normally get up early, spend the day fishing, head back in to the weigh-in if you're lucky enough to weigh in, and then you head home back. Some people, depending on the weigh-in or not, will head home. Other people will stay for the main overall awards. It gets bigger and bigger. Last year, I don't think you could have fit any more people in the hall. It was absolutely rammed. And the atmosphere just gets better and better every year, and it's something which, as I said, guys, I would highly recommend anyone to do who hasn't done it, because once you do it once, you're hooked. You really are. It's something to look forward to every year, and yeah, it's whether you want to take your missus for the weekend, nice little break fishing, or you want to take the family and the kids, or you want to take a boys weekend adventure. I mean, a lot of guys do that. I know guys what I've met, good friends now, from the Isle of Wight. I know guys will come over from Wales. I know guys will come all over the place and stuff, you know what I mean? And it's something which a lot of anglers and stuff very much enjoy. But while you're eating your Christmas dinners and that, I'm not sure what time to put it on. We always put it on at 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm choosing to put it on in the morning this time. And the reason being because we want to spend time with our families. I know a lot of people look forward to seeing this Christmas special, and at the same time, I think one thing I've learned this year: families are very important, and to spend as much time as you can at the end of the day. And Christmas is a fantastic time for doing so. So while you're watching this episode, I'm currently going to be spending the day with the family. I mean, we've got all my family together this year: sisters, and nieces and nephews, It's yeah, mum and stepdad, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm very much looking forward to it, if I'm honest. And probably say a few words on one of the channels throughout the day. Raise a glass to you and raise a glass to everyone for a Merry Christmas. But yeah, obviously this is a start up for the main production. Whether we get anything today, it is what it is. I mean, we're fishing for big fish, and we're not fishing any of the drop-off venues today. It's like it's just like sandy beach really. But we're fishing off a promenade into the water. I wouldn't say it's necessarily massively deep, but you've just got to be in it to win it. But we're going to get a couple of sessions in this week to hopefully get a bit of the production for you. Hopefully we can get fish on camera. Nothing's guaranteed, but yeah, it's what it is. But no, we'll get on with the day, guys, and we'll hopefully get me and Panther doing a little Christmas Facebook Live at some point, or even better, get together and do a little Christmas chat. So yeah, let's get back into the session. Well then, much like at home, it's a waiting game. I mean, both got big hooks on, and I think Gav, what you got? 6s, 8 6s. Gav's got 6 O's on. I've got 10 O's on it there in a minute, and both trying different things. Gav's basically put a slider on to make give it to cover the ground basically, and I've got a pulley rig on wire. Both got wire, but we've had a bit of an helping hand because we've got friends will come over and stuff, and Adam put us onto a mark, and Geff to be fair, which they've all had fish on. So I think one of the biggest that I know of is around 400 pounds, so I was told a minute ago. So we're going to find out whether the gear's going to handle it or not at the end of the day. I mean, we were advised to bring braid. We got braid on our fixed spool reels, but honest opinion, I prefer a multiplier. But I've never fished for 300 or 400 pound stingrays before, so I do get the gist of why they fixed fixed spools. Because you can get more leverage, you can put them down. It's a bit more like user friendly. Where a multiplier is all going to be on your upper body the whole time. The whole point of the butt pad is to sit in and just basically lean back. I mean, I like to think the line would snap before the rod. Well, none of us are going to muck around with it. I mean, we've got boys out to the right, so whatever we get on is going to be basically jammed in and just bullied up as quick as we can. But there's no doubt it's going to run like hell. I'm quite looking forward to it, really. I mean, when we were over Tenerife earlier in the year, we went over there and we had around £20, but we had a fish on a bit right through 150 pound trace line. Some of the lads, what I know, reckoned it was a shark. Me and Gav both thought it was a ray. This is the way it went down and went off. It went off like a ray. But who knows? I mean, one of the joys of the Canary Islands, the fishing over here is superb. A lot of it's got to be done at night and that. But got a lot of tourists and stuff like that, really. We're stuck on a main point fishing over boulders at the moment, and the reason being we've got a lot of tourists, Germans and Spanish, swimming out into the right. See that? What was that? See that? Something just jumped out the water then. It wasn't big, but you've seen these big sort of garfish launching out the water as we first got here. But what we found in Tenerife when we were fishing over the couple of days we were there, Gavin went there the year before and he had fished in exactly the same spot, that we've had more fish over low water than we did on the flooding tide. We got there early one day and fished 2 or 3 hours down, and then we had Adam on the way back 2 hours. As it started to flood over the top, we never had a fish. So it's strange, really, because you would think, especially on marks like this, on the beach marks and that, the fish would be coming in with the tide. But we found it opposite. So I'm told low water and a lot of the marks in darkness is going to be the key. But it's something different, isn't it? I've quite enjoyed holiday fishing this year, if I'm honest. It's nice to take some rods away and do something different rather than your normal thing. I mean, the UK now, you spend a lot of money on bait and tackle and stuff with very little reward. I mean, the fishing's going down and down and down. And I've seen Norway this year as well. It's actually the same. A lot of guys going over to Norway and not experiencing not sessions like they had. They would smash it this time of the year normally, and they just can't keep. Obviously, the coalies aren't there and stuff, and it's becoming hard work. However, 20 degrees, December. What more can you ask for? Everybody deserves an holiday. We work hard on it for a year, don't we? You know what I mean? And to be honest, it's a nice time for it. But anyway, yeah, been baiting up fresh scad baits every, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. The water, where the reef comes out in front, you can see as it was coming through. It's quite rough out there today, actually, to be fair. But as it was starting to get a decent depth, it was starting to push these big rollers in. And I'm hoping it's going to push a few rays in with it. Or a hammerhead, would be nice, wouldn't it? But I think the young man next to us is just making our way now. So I think what we'll probably do is jump on that venue on the corner, because it enables us to cast. It was very difficult with both of us casting. I mean, Gav cast out to the left earlier on, but because we're probably losing 40 yards on our cast. So we're going to put a few out and see if we can get a few fish out. Here's to the day. We are having a final bait up. So there's a few things we already knew, but it's one of them, isn't it? So, unfortunately, we can only fish in daylight at the moment. Away with the ladies, and obviously it's a family holiday. Where's it's a family holiday, so got to try and give and take a little bit. Very odd when you've got this in your doorstep. But we are going to venture over later on in the year, so really it's just what we done last night, Tom, when we went to Tenerife, really. I mean, just have a little play and see what we can get out. But I really want to go tonight, if I'm honest. I don't think we're going to get away with it. Got a bag full of scad there, which I don't particularly want to waste because it looks absolutely lovely. So I might. Oh, wait a minute, yeah. I've got it. It's a weird thing. Yeah, so I'm maybe toying with the idea of keeping it in the bag. The trouble is, last time I done it, we stored it in the fridge and it stunk in the hotel. But I think that's the only way of doing it, possibly. But the winds are about to pick up over the next few days, so we've got to try our luck with it, really. But we're going to give it over the top of the tide here. Spoken to a guy which was over here in March, and he had one out just around £150. And he said to me that he had it in darkness as well. So 9 times out of 10, a lot of the fish that's being caught, the bigger fish, are caught in the midnight hour, as you would say. But very nice coastline, and yeah, it's nice to get out, put a rod in the water, whether you catch or not. When you're putting baits like that out in the middle of the daytime as well, it's either going to be one or the other, isn't it? But Gav's put the nice fresh one on there now. Not waiting for it cut. No rags or riches. So no, pleasant day. I'm sure we'll get one out for the camera. The trouble we have at the moment, it's quite a lumpy sea. Which is not bad, the tide's about to turn anyway. But we've got heavy winds coming in. So that's all that's going to bring, really. It's crazy, they've got these rainbow crab things over them. Every time you go near them, they scatter off. If any of you watched the Tenerife video we've done, similar to that, but they're bigger. And they're all over the rocks there, just bathing. It's, no rays, no sharks at the minute. Can we do the business? Only time will tell. So, So I got shrink tube with my little ring to clip it down to the imp. Been working every time, no issues with it at all. So I'll just go around it like that. Go around it like that. Just cut all the dangly bits off it personally. And what I tend to do is bring that around outside the top of the head, like so, and then put the elastic in a minute, put that through like that, that's lovely, bring it down like that, throw the shrink tubing in, and that it's ready to be whipped on. Lovely, lovely. Full set. Like that. Feel it with it. Not feel it with it. Let that down. Pull that up. And hit this. So, BG's running really smooth, £25 make line. I've got Scad and a half on there, that's a massive plate, 2 big ups. And yeah, it's probably going to be last chance saloon for the day. As we said, daylight's not going to give you the best chances sometimes, that's all we've been told. It'll be darkness, but unfortunately, it's Christmas. Last chance, see if we can get one out of. Here we are, guys. First bite of the day. So, only slow go over. It's pull in, and then drop slack, and then pull down again. I think it's in a little play here now. But if we pull a fish out, we're all happy. That's what it's about. Guys to the right hand side of us, he's had bream and a small grouper. Can we do it? Come on, come on. He's in. Yeah, baby. Oh, it is, isn't it? That's definitely in. Is it? Wait. Get gaff. Go this way, go this way, go this way. To the right there. One way, go this way. Oh, go around? You go around?
Huh?
It's an angel shot. Yeah, go around that way, come on.
I can found that.
I'm going to have to think. Bring it out around there.
Did it? What is it? Eagle. Got a longer gap. A longer gap. Yeah. Coming.
Up here. Unplug me, I'll get a picture.
You ain't even gaffed, that's good. Hey, if you ain't gaffed him, that's good.
Well done, man.
I wanted to get it around that way, but it wouldn't come round.
They don't. Ja, den är klar. Det är prima. Tack. Not by its teeth. No, right underneath. And that's right underneath the middle. Not by its tail.
Well, we've done the business. Well done, that. Right, big picture. Yeah. That's it. Watch yourself there. That's that. Look at me. Follow me. Put it back. Okay, let's go. I'm so okay, guys. So managed to produce the goods in the daytime at this mark. Now here with an angel shark. Big thank you to the guy next to us who managed to have a better gaff than we did at hand. But it was positioned literally just the safety of the fish to get out of the way for the boulders. got on the rock, literally tried to get it back as quick as we could, put water over the top of it, and managed to get it returned to fight another day straight away. He was out of the water less than 60 seconds, I think. He's over the moon, I'm over the moon. Guys, it's always a joint effort. At the end of the day, I get as much joy out of seeing fish catch than I do catching them myself. I mean, it's always a way. I had to jump down in the rocks there then. I got absolutely soaking wet. Gavin smashed it. That's what we're here for. We pulled one fish out. Don't matter what happened, it's been a good day. So yeah, got soaked out, by the way. But yeah, photos will be overlapped now, and yeah, let's see if we can get someone else out then. Well guys, our first session in Fuerteventura, and what a pleasant session it's been. Very slow, only the one fish, one bite, one fish. If you were fishing over with like smaller gear like breaming and mulleting and stuff, there's a lot of like stuff to keep you occupied, I suppose, if you wanted to bring a float rod and stuff. We've gone all out at it with the big rods today, and managed to get it to pay off for us. I mean, Gav's had estimated around £30, and yeah, it's a bycatch at the end of the day, because it's not something we were targeting, the angel shot, obviously being protected in that. But it was a nice sight, well looked after, and yeah, released back to fight another day. Went back very strong, and yeah, that's all you can do at the end of the day, guys. Sometimes these things happen, and yeah, just trying to make the best out of the situation, and the main thing, the care of the fish. And it went back good as gold anyway, so that's all you can ask for, really. But the waves are absolutely smashing the boulders in front of us, so we can bring it in now. We're going to call it a day. But I hope you enjoy the Christmas dinners and that today, guys. And yeah, I'm sure you'll see us back again over the upcoming Christmas period. We do plan to get out and do a bit, and hopefully we'll do a few more sessions over here to keep you occupied at the same time. So do check it out. But for me, live from Fuerteventura, Merry Christmas, and we look forward to catching up very soon. We're going to go over and hopefully catch up with Panther as well. And yeah, for those who haven't, get your tickets in and ready for the big one, 2025 European Open, and I know it's going to be another big one this year. Tight lines.